Basic Gun Guitars Luthier video series. So on this one I'm going to cover how you make custom fret dots out of different pieces of wood. It requires a plug cutter, which can be purchased from a hardware store. They come in different sizes. You can go anywhere from a quarter all the way up, but you need probably a quarter or 3/8, which is in this one, to do most guitar fretting with, or most guitar fretboards with, rather. And here is the product of all this plug cutting. I've got a lot of different options here as far as color and grain pattern for whatever customer would ask for the guitar. There's Purple Heart, there's Concalo Alves, Indian Rosewood, there's even some maple dots that are in here. And again, these are all very easily cut with this plug cutter and retrieved using a bandsaw or another saw. And you just kind of gather them up like this and use them whenever you need. Really, really nice. And it's a really cost-effective alternative to buying pre-cut inlays. And the other thing too is if a customer doesn't like pearl or doesn't like abalone or whatnot, and they want, and say maybe in a young lady's case, purple fret dots, that is very easy to do because you go over and grab a piece of Purple Heart and using the plug cutter, cut yourself out some fret dots. So we'll take you over to the drill press now and show you the plug cutter in action and show you how this works. And I'm just going to take a piece of scrap wood here, this happens to be Concalo Alves, and I'm going to lay it down, turn on my drill press, and start drilling a couple of lugs. And now that those are drilled, you can see them there, I had one kind of chip out on me. We're going to run over to the bandsaw and we're going to release them from this piece of block here on the bandsaw so that we can collect them and use them for inlays. And what we want to do is, these things aren't dug very deeply in here, so I'm just going to come to the bandsaw and run it through here so that way I can release those things. And again, I'm only going in a little over 1/8 of an inch, so that way my resulting plug size is about 1/8 of an inch, that way I know how deep I have to go when I'm going to be fretting them. Now normally what I would do in this situation is, as I'm cutting this off, I'd put my hand right here. Far enough away from the blade that I don't have to worry about getting nicked, but what happens is as you go through, as you saw in the video, these things like to fly out. So if you put your hand right here, it's going to prevent those from flying out. Well, it's going to prevent them from flying very far. They're going to hit your hand and they're going to land back on the table, which makes collection pretty easy. But I picked up a couple of these guys off the floor, and these are our fret dots. Now, the way to take this piece of wood and repair it from now is to run it through a planer or saw it off again so that way it's nice and flat on the top. And go ahead and drill another set of holes all the way down through. And what I would normally do in this case is not just drill half of it, I drill the entire thing, saw it off, drill it again, saw it off, drill it again. You can usually get about 3 passes from a board this thick. Get as many plugs as you can, put them in a little thing like I've got them in a little drawer so that way you don't have to worry about making them every time on demand, you'll always have them.